I may not know exactly what a PK droid is, but it sure is cute. Hey yo people, welcome back to Let's Play LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. Or will it technically be incomplete since this does not cover episodes 7, 8, and 9? That game's coming in the future anyway. So last time we got started on the game and took care of episode 1, chapter 1 negotiations. And in this episode, before going on to chapter 2, there are a few more things in the canteen I want to show. You might notice a little bit of inconsistency with this table in particular, and of course the time. Well, I had a bit of another failed recording where there was wind again in the microphone recording, so I'm hoping this time that changes. See, as you can see, the seats can be destroyed. I don't know why, but they can. Now you've probably also noticed this spot. This is where you create your own characters. But you can switch to different hairstyles, hats, anything. Make them any character you want. Granted, the choices are still limited, but well, it is what it is. Sadly, you can only choose parts from characters that you have unlocked or any other random parts that are available. Like maybe we can have this guy quit the band and... Actually, no, he's not one of the band members. Well, anyway, we could have like one of these battle droids become a Jedi if we wanted to. Yeah, you can change like the body parts, the weapon choices, you name it. The weapons will determine what kind of skills they have, either a lightsaber force user or like a regular guy with a blaster. Yeah, there are a few choices for that. So that's all I want to go over this time. So now, one thing I should make note. There is a special power-up you can technically get now that episode 2 is unlocked. Normally, I would do that right now personally, just to make gathering studs a little easier. But for the sake of this LP, I'm going to save that for when we're actually done with episode 1, story-wise. So, yeah, if you want to go to chapter 1 of episode 2 to get that power-up, by all means. And in a future video, when we actually get there, I'll show you how to get it. But for the time being, we're going back into episode 1, Phantom Menace. And yeah, I already rebuilt R2 again, so I don't have to worry about that. And now we're going to chapter 2. Invasion of Naboo. Let's na-go. That was so lame.
Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Chapter 2, Invasion of Naboo. The Trade Federation has launched a full-scale attack on the peaceful world of Naboo. Hiding aboard the landing craft, Qui-gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi have secretly hitched a ride with the invasion force. Now they must make contact with local forces before it is too late.
Nice jumping there, Obi-Wan. Just for that, you're the character of choice. So from here on in, the levels are going to get a little bit longer, which means we're going to need a lot more studs to fill in that true Jedi meter. Now we're going to have some infinitely spawning enemies here, so keep that in mind. There's a little area over here where there's some extra studs laying around, but there's also this target, but unfortunately we can't do anything about it because we technically can't use a blaster character here in the story mode. Okay, seriously, will you bug off? Sheesh. Hate it when they do that. So unfortunately there's nothing we can do here except move on. And quite possibly get blasted by more enemies. There are a lot of force-related things you can do around here. Though honestly, as you probably just saw with that boulder, you get hit while trying to use the force, you're interrupted. So, in a way you can't really focus while using the force apparently. One little nudge distracts you, it seems. Oh well. Can't make any game too easy. Otherwise it wouldn't be any fun now, would it? And for some reason that's a gold cup. Now, like I said, if you do die, you do lose a lot of studs, but luckily you do get a lot of hearts every once in a while for defeating some enemies. Or sometimes enemies just drop hearts automatically when you kill them. Alright, you, go die. Yeah, you can also use the Force normally to destroy these guys, though. I hate it when they get out of reach for us. Invisible walls are a pain. You, go die. Or lose your warranty, I don't know. Alright, still a bit more forcing we can do to get some more studs. Oh, no you don't. Because of those distractions, we lost a bit of studs there, but, well, what can you do? Sometimes in these situations, it's best to avoid using too much of the Force at the same time, because that can cause problems. Now, this tree we just picked back up, destroy it. For that, we get a lot more studs and a mini kit. During my test playthrough, I kind of forgot about that. Well, oh, shoot, I missed a blue one. Blue ones are definitely the best ones you're going to find. As you probably saw in the last episode, in the text that is, there is a purple one, but they're not very common. In fact, it won't be this chapter, but the next one, there actually will be a chance to see one. You can't get it, but you will see it, so you will know that it's real. Well, one thing's for sure, they definitely don't make this boring. Gotta stay on your Lego toes. Or would that be leg toes? Nah, that wouldn't exactly work, would it? Alright, take this and this and this. This I'm giving Obi-Wan time to shine. Before he shines in a future video. Future movie. You know what I mean. I must be tired. Yes, Jedi also have normal jump attacks. That's part of their norm. Now, the way some Jedi fight with their sabers, it varies from character to character. So that perfect strike I demonstrated last episode, I have not exactly memorized that for every Jedi. So, unfortunately, yeah, you might see a few screw-ups in that department. Alright, that's all of those flowers, or reasonable facsimile thereof. Let's use the Force on this a few times. And kaboom! And apparently I died too. Guess I got hit in the explosion. Well, we have this power-up, kablam that! Ignore those guys for now, because down here there's another mini-kit. Kill you. Kill you. Now I think this can be destroyed, but I want to wait a moment because... anytime. There we go. Excuse me for sounding kind of fanboyish, but it's about time we got this character. We've got Jar Jar Binks in the party now. I say this like this is an RPG, but I suppose in some ways it is, but it really isn't. So, Jar Jar Binks, a fan-hated character in the Star Wars community, and I hate them for that. Okay, I'm kidding. I personally think people are kind of overreacting on the hatred for Jar Jar, because I didn't hate him. Thing is, when it came to Star Wars, I did not grow up with the prequels like most did. I actually grew up with the... what am I saying? What I meant was, I actually did not grow up with the original trilogy. I grew up with the prequels. So Episode 1 was really the first real Star Wars movie that I remember by heart. So, yeah, I might have seen bits and pieces of like the original trilogy, but never really got into it because of how slow-paced it started out as. So, yeah. So, fans hate Jar Jar? I like him. I like comic characters like that. I guess comic characters are just kind of my weakness, because I like I like comedy. Now, Jar Jar? Well, like I said, he's hated among the fandom, which is why I try not to be part of the fandom. So Jar Jar Binks, his special ability? Higher double jumps. That's it. He can't fight. So once again, Jar Jar's one of those support characters, kind of like the battle droids. Well, not battle droids, excuse me, I mean like the protocol droids. Well, I guess Obi-Wan's time is over, and now it's Qui-Gon's time to shine. Yeah, we've got this many studs, and we've still got quite a ways to go. We're just barely halfway there. We got a little, mini kit up there. So with Jar Jar's ability, just double jump and he gets it. Alternatively, you could use a Jedi Slam to reach it, but hey, that's boring. Well, okay, it's not really boring, but whatevers. So, Jar Jar Binks. In the movie, he was played and voiced by Ahmed Best. Originally, he was going to be just a man wearing a full Jar Jar costume with a CG animated head, but then eventually they went full CG when they realized that wasn't going to work. Well, actually, I think it was more like they might have been cheaper to go full CG or something like that, or it would look more realistic that way. I don't remember the full details. So either way, Jar Jar's high jump definitely comes in handy here. Over here, we already got a place where only Jar Jar, thank you, a place only bounty hunters can access. If you see Boba Fett there, that means you gotta use a bounty hunter. Sadly, we do not have access to those for a little while, so can't really do that now, can we? Over here, we're gonna need Jar Jar again to jump high enough to grab this mini kit. That makes 4. We're so close to true Jedi already. Those guys can be a little cheap sometimes, I tell ya. Can this be destroyed? Okay, yes it can. Ooh, look at those blue studs. I love me some blue studs. They so blue, yes so blue. Why am I singing this? I don't know. Mini kit down there, after causing that little explosion. And yep, more of these guys. We've now got true Jedi. I better not die now. In this situation, it's kind of best to just mash, because if you time your attack button just right when their blaster bolts coming your way, you can actually deflect the attacks. Alright, there's a power-up thingy right there. I want to grab that. There we go. Now I'm safe, and my hearts have been regenerized. Cool. Yep, I knew there was a blue one way up there. It's the Force, because that's technically where you get it. Oh, more studs. Money, 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 money. I love me some money. That sounded kinda creepish. Now remember that busted ship back there. We can't do anything with it yet, but we can in the near future. I almost said mere future. What is this, Timo? What am I talking like? Like it's a meerkat or something? Geronimo, boys! Missed one. And you like that. Alright, use the Force in there, and there's another mini kit. That's 6 out of 5. We already did better than Chapter 1. Though this probably would have been the norm if I didn't miss that last one. But we'll get to it at some other point. And we need Jar Jar, if he can make it. There we go. Now we're talking. Get Jar Jar over here. And have him step on this. Apparently he's heavy enough to make this fall to the ground. I think we got one last area in this chapter. Yep, this is the last area. And one more spot to get a mini kit with more infinitely spawning enemies. So, prepare for a little frustration, because here we go again. Well, if you call this frustrating. I find a way to keep you on your toes, like I just said. Alright, let's gather a few more. We could always use a little extra. Nope, wrong one. This one first. Then I believe this one over here, right there. Finally the head. There we go. Mini kit number 7. Whoa, I'm almost dead. I'm almost dead. Thank you for the Thank you for the hearts, Lego gods. Lego gods. Huh. How did I come up with that one? Maybe it was Jar Jar's gods. After all, I wanted to quote something from the movie, but now I don't remember exactly what it was. I know Jar Jar said something was demanded by the gods, so probably something that his the gods of his people dictated or something. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of rambling on at this point. I think Proton John said something that when it comes to Let's Plays, you just have to keep talking. But apparently me talking this much is just causing myself confusion here, because I'm running out of things to say really fast. Oh, missed a flower. There we go. Alright, I think I've actually gathered quite a bit enough for now. There's some more up ahead. I'm almost dead again. Alright. There's too many of these guys. This is definitely annoying. Stop attacking Qui-gon and go for the droids, Obi-Wan. Sheesh! I know at this stage you're a Padawan and not a Jedi Knight, but still. Know your enemies, man. We give you un bonko. Yeah, we saw Boss Nass. And now we just unlocked Jar Jar. And got True Jedi. I'd say not too shabby. And yeah, studs have been down since I bought all those battle droids. I don't think there's anything else to unlock in the shop just yet. Actually, now that I think about it, I think there is. But either way, after the last episode, I'm probably going to hold off on doing any more shopping for a while, because there will be a lot of things I want to buy afterwards. Well, once I have enough, that is. So for the time being, let's return to the cantina. Alright, so I'm not really going to buy anything, but I do want to double check and see if there is something more to unlock. I got a feeling, yeah, too. How do you like that? We can unlock Captain Tarples and Boss Nass. I don't think they do anything for us right now. What the heck. Captain Tarples and Boss Nass. We got them both. I think that's about it for now. Now we're at 4.4%. Well, I did say this is going to be a long project, and boy, I wasn't kidding. So whilst I'm once again setting these up, to get another strike apparently, and get another 1,000 studs. Sorry, TC-14, didn't see you there. Anyway, so next time on LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga, we'll be going to Chapter 3 of Episode 1, and yeah, we'll see what else there's to do in the cantina after that. Or before that, I suppose. So if you enjoyed this, feel free to leave a like and leave a comment, letting me know what you think, and if there's any feedback or any constructive criticism you have, be sure to shoot that to me as well, because I do want to improve on my stuff, make sure that I get better instead of getting worse. So, with that in mind, until next time everybody, I'm gone.